waiting for the players to take the field. We get serious now after a bit of fun because the 2004 NRL Grand Final isn't too far away from starting. We'll have the national anthem presented shortly, and here come the Bulldogs. First out, Luke Patton, their fullback, in 1. The wingers, Hazem El Masri in 2 and Matt Utai in 5. Ben Harris in 3, Willie Tonga in 4. Braithen Astor in 6, Brent Sherwin in 7. The front row has become Marco Mealy, 8, Willie Mason, 11. Stephen Price out injured, their captain. Adam Perry, the hooker. Andrew Ryan's in the second row. Of course, he's joined there now by Rennie Matua in jumper number 14. Andrew Ryan, their captain. The first time he captains the side is in the grand final. Tony Grimaldi is a lock forward. On the bench, Corey Hughes, Roy Asatasi, Sonny Bill Williams, and Jonathan Thurston in jumper number 18. The national anthem from Katie Noonan very shortly. The Roosters will come out. The Bulldogs go to the southern end of Telstra Stadium, jam-packed with 84,000 fans here, equally distributed between the red and white of the Bulldogs and the red, white and blue of the Sydney Roosters. Their fullback in number 1, Anthony Minicello. The wingers are Shannon Haggerty in 2 and Chris Walker in 5. Ryan Cross in 3, Justin Hodges in 4. Brad Fittler brings down the curtain on a 17-year career. He's in jumper number 6. In 7, Brett Finch. The front rowers are Jason Kalis. And coming into the front row now, with Adrian Morley going back to the second row, is Peter Cusack. Michael Crocker in the second row with Adrian. Craig Fitzgibbon will lock the scrum in place of Luke Ricketson, who's been suspended. And on the bench now, Chad Robinson, Chris Flannery, Ned Caddick and Anthony Tupou.
Premierships with Canberra, premierships with the Roosters.
The Bulldogs line up waiting for the national anthem at the southern end of the field. No sign of the Roosters yet. They'll be out very, very shortly. Don't forget, if it goes as the Roosters come out to sudden death after 40 minutes each way, should the scores be equal to the conclusion of normal time, then a sudden death situation shall follow whereby the first score of any points will be declared the winner. The commencement of the sudden death shall be determined when the captains immediately toss a coin to determine the restart as scheduled under the laws of the game. The first period of extra time will be 10 minutes, after which time the teams will change ends and the receiving team from the first period will kick off for the next period. Not that it'll probably go that long. Earlier today, in extra time, the Roosters won the Jersey flag over Cronulla 14-13, and the Premier League won by the Roosters by 30 points to 8 over St George Illawarra. Can they do it in the one that really counts in first grade? Being called out now with the referee Tim Mander, his touch judges Steve Chitty and Matt Chikin, and the video referees Graham West and Chris Ward. Fasten the seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, for 80 minutes of absorbing action here. Another email from Eric. He's in Shanghai, in the People's Republic of China. Thank you, Eric. Robin says from Western Australia, thanks for the call. I know you've got no TV over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Well, gents had the barbecue, the beers are cold, TV on, so's the radio. Give it your best. Steve from Carlton. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate your support. Zane from Antarctica. We're streaming in the final over the net. Thanks for the coverage. It's all we get. Cheers. Thank you very much. In the meantime, Katie Noonan with the national anthem. Well done, Katie. Katie Noonan.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful rendition of the national anthem tonight, performed by Katie Noonan.
And waiting for the players to take centre field now as the referee Tim Mander marches out to the halfway line. The Bulldogs will kick off to receive the ball, the Roosters, for the first 40 minutes of play. Some emails from Tyler in Canada. 2 a.m. here, wouldn't miss it for anything. Appreciated, guys. Thank you, Tyler. Jason from Dubai, listening to you from Dubai. Wish it could rain here. Have a good call. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. And Adam from Bangkok. Listen to you guys every Sunday. Great stuff. Love the songs. Good on you, mate.
You've got the best seat in the house. Strap yourself in. Let's get it on.
Yes, well, we'd love to if you just be quiet. Braithen Astor has the ball placed. Let's see if we can hear a whoop, 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 whoop from the referee, Tim Mander. As we go to the referees, they're wide for sound. This referee, for our listeners in Victoria, has a tendency to scream at himself as he runs. And just a little problem there with the video referee by the sound of it. We'll check that out because we're just not getting him at the moment. No, we got him now, and there was a whoop, 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 whoop in the background from the referee. It goes deep, taken by Finch, gives it back away to Kalis, and the grand final of the 2004 is on in earnest. That whoop, whoop you heard was the referee in the background. Plays it back, Finch at acting half, got the ball to Morley, under a high tackle there from Willie Mason and put down 20 metres out from his own line. 18 in from touch. The ball goes on the outside from wing to Crocker. He's met by some savage defence, 24 metres out from his own line. In centre field, he'll play it back to wing again. Wing got the ball wide to Fittler. Away on the outside, it came to Fitzgibbon on that left-hand side of the field. Fittler ran around to get it but couldn't get the pass. 11 short of halfway now. The Roosters with the first touch. The ball from wing. They're going to kick on the fourth tackle now from Brett Finch. Deep downfield it goes. Looking for a 40-20, but Matt Utai cuts it off. 9 in from touch and 10 out from his own line. He's met by Hodges and driven back on the tackle with Walker assisting. He's 10 out from his own line as he plays it to the general Luke Patton, who runs from acting half and put down by Hodges.
I don't think it's any surprise that the Roosters are kicked early on the fourth tackle, and especially to Matt Utai's left wing. Have we seen a mistake there? Straight away from the Bulldogs.
Matt Utai's put the ball down from acting half, Stephen, and as a result, a scrum feed to the Roosters now. 24 or 3 metres out from their own goal line, the Bulldogs, and 20 metres in from touch on the touchline for Nisman Australia, Tony Megahey.
Oh, where are the forwards? The winger taking it up and about the second ruck. They should have been back there to help him. Too slow. The Bulldog forwards getting back, and a suspect winger has copped the brunt of it.
Here's the ball wing. Well, he was at lock there. Got the ball on the outside to Hodges, standing at 5'8", and I think Fittler may have been in the scrum as well. They will now play the ball back 21 metres out, and again Finch goes to acting half. Fittler switches the point of the attack wing. Back on the inside it comes to Minicello. He's put down. 18 away from this Canterbury Bankstown goal line. The ball with wing. Oh, Fittler back to wing. Then on the outside it came to Cusack. He's put down in jumper number 20. Around the legs was the lock forward Grimaldi. Plays it to wing. On the outside to Finch. They're only 9 out. Little kick in behind them. It's into the in-goal area and taken dead by Hazem El Masri. A goal line dropout. Oh, by gee. They could not have started any better, the Roosters. We've only had 2 minutes of play. No score on the board here.
Yeah, really putting the pressure on the back three there. That time for the Bulldogs, it was Hazem El Masri on the fourth tackle. The little chip through there by Finch, but cleaned up beautifully by El Masri. He just ran the football over the dead ball line. First line dropout. It's all about mounting pressure.
I've got to say, the entertainment, the AFL, sets the benchmark, and the NRL always falls short. The grand final is the showpiece. We've had a chance to take it around Australia, and the entertainment was just, I think, pretty ordinary. We'll talk about it no doubt tomorrow as the ball comes back to Kalis, but the game has all the hallmarks of being a very good one in the early stages as he's put down on the tackle. Kalis 28 metres out from the goal line up the dropout. Finch to the line. He threw the pass along the ground, half volleyed by Haggerty, but the referee said it's travel forward. So a scrum to pack down and the pressure is off the Bulldogs now, and as a result the scrum will pack down and it will be a Canterbury loose and feed.
Bound tight, wait.
24 metres out from the goal line. Now the Canterbury side with the ball for the first time in the game, so it's all been with him, or in fact the second time. They lost the ball with Matt Utai in the second tackles. They play the ball back now, and it's Rennie Matua. The ball on the outside to O'Mealy. Morley came running up out of the line with a shoulder charge and missed him. He's got the ball now. Canterbury Bankstown played for O'Mealy. It comes away on the outside, Perry, and the defence is savage. Morley's up over the top of them with Crocker. They will play the ball back. It was Mason this time. Blindside comes to Ryan. He runs at the defence. The stand-in captain put down 10 short of halfway. No score on the board. Now the ball with Perry again. Oh, it's been knocked on by Braithen Astor. He has knocked the ball on. and the ball will come back. It was a fourth tackle kick, the pressure. He had a look at Morley coming through and Fitzgibbon, and a scrum will pack down on the fourth tackle, and it will be a loosened feet of the Roosters, 35 out from the Canterbury goal line.
Well, you've got to say it's a nervous start to the Bulldogs. 2 mistakes, haven't been able to get out of their own half. It was a long spirally ball, first time that he had to kick the football. Braithen Astor comes up with the knock on, another opportunity, 40 out from the Roosters.
Now, again, wing is it locked? The ball goes to Fittler. He takes them on, but he's taken in a good tackle there. Put down by Willie Tonga, 31 metres out. Wing gets there quickly. Oh, now they've lost the ball. So it is a greasy ball with the rain having tumbled down. And as a result, we've got the ball coming back away now with Canterbury Bankstown in the scrum feed. So nervous stuff. As Wing got there late, he popped the ball on the outside to Fitzgibbon, who wasn't ready for it. Tony Megahey's on the touchline for Nissan Australia.
There's some excuses. Steady rain, a very, very greasy surface, but certainly a Canterbury scrum feed.
Here's the ball, and they've lost it. And it's come straight back to the Roosters. Strike me pink. What about the ball handling here? They'll have it 30 metres out from the goal line. It goes away on the outside. Finch. Fittler out wide to Haggerty. He's lost it. Oh, it's a knock-on-a-thon. Unbelievable. They're just trying to send it out too wide. Unbelievable. And here's the ball packing down into a scrum, and Canterbury, they'll get it back from the loosened feed.
Not bad tactics there from the Roosters. Brad Fittler saw that Hazem El Masri for the Bulldogs had come in field. He tried to get the long pass over the top to Shannon Haggerty. Another mistake.
Here's the scrum feed. Now let's see if they can hang on to it this time as the ball comes back away. And it is with Canterbury, 32 metres away from their own goal line. The ball will come back on the outside. Patton from acting half for the Canterbury side. They still haven't got into the Roosters half, and we've had 5.5 minutes of play. No score on the board for Harvey Norman as the ball comes back away. Put down on the tackle now, and they'll play it back now as they get to their feet just inside the half by 2 or 3 metres. The ball comes back to Mark O'Mealy. He runs straight and hard, but all over the top came Jason Kalis, driving him back on the tackle with Morley. He'll play it back to Perry, 45 metres out from the Canterbury line. Mason, he runs straight and hard at wing, but he's taken by Kalis as well. He plays it quickly. Last tackle, blindside. The ball goes to Sherwin. Little kick in behind them, but I think it's going to come back into the in-goal area. Well, beautiful kick taken by Minicello, and they'll force the goal line drop out with a tackle, putting him touch in goal. As a result, the ball's going to come back, and following through Grimaldi, the kick from Sherwin has done a good job, and it will be 6 more tackles coming the way of Canterbury. There is 6.5 minutes gone. No score on the board between Canterbury and the Roosters for Harvey Norman.
He's an important player. Brent Sherwin, the kicking game for the Bulldogs, come from the open to the blind side. The little grubber kick, perfectly timed. Minicello tried to clean up at the back. A great chase from the Bulldogs. This is the Roosters' first line drop out. The Bulldogs will be on the attack.
By the way, it was in fact Hazem El Masri in concert with Grimaldi, the lock forward, that put him over, but more Hazem. The ball from Braithen Astor to Willie Mason for the dropout, and he goes straight and hard and put down on the tackle, 31 metres away from the goal line. Now Andrew Ryan went to acting half to Mark O'Mealy for Canterbury. He runs into the defence and put down by Cusack. He'll play the ball 26 metres away from the goal line. The acting half is there, Perry. Away on the outside it comes to now the fullback. He went through 1-2 the general pattern before he's put down. 15 away from the goal line. Blindside Perry to Braithen Astor. Danger! Braithen Astor breaks one, but he's held in the Crocker tackle. 2 out from the goal line with Finch around the legs. He'll play it 2 in from touch now. The ball from Perry on the outside to Willie Mason. Then the ball to O'Mealy. Beautiful ball to Patton. He's into a gap. Reverses the pass back on the inside. Wendy Matua's dropped down. A metre out from the goal line. He'll play the ball back now as he falls over at the feet of the defenders. O'Mealy, he palms it away. Last tackle. Sherwin tried to kick it. Fittler got there, knocked it down. Changeover. The ball came back with Canterbury. It was not played out by Fittler, and they come up with the ball just inside their 20. Mason threw the ball away, said the referee. So a penalty to the Roosters, 19 out from their own goal line. We've had now 8 minutes of play, 0-all the score.
Great defence from the Roosters. They got off their line. It was Fittler who put pressure on Sherwin. The slow man went to dummy half there, O'Mealy. Too slow to Sherwin. Fittler cleans up for the Roosters, then they get the penalty.
Have a look at the next scrum that packs in and see Wing go to lock all the time and see what they're doing. Who's playing hooker? I'd say Crocker. He's up there in the hooking role, and as a result, Wing goes back to lock, and on a couple of occasions he's taken the ball. Here they with it now. The Roosters from Wing. It goes away to Cusack. Cusack's held on the tackle, so no changes to those starting lineups, by the way. 2 metres short of halfway. Cusack plays at the wing again. On the outside to Finch. Then the ball went away on the outside to Minicello. He's taken by 3 defenders, and he's put down about 2 metres short of the halfway line as he plays the ball back. Comes to Fittler. Goes to halfway. Crocker with it now. Tries to push away from the defence. He can't get the ball back on the inside as he's put down down by the centre three-quarter, Willie Tonga. He'll play the ball back. It comes on the outside, Fittler. Inside ball back away to Morley. He's put down on the tackle. He's 10 metres inside Canterbury territory. Went to play it. Fifth tackle. Gets up now, wing. It'll be a kick from Finch. There's a banana kick right over the side of the field. It's going to bounce once and then into touch, yes. About 5 metres away from the corner post. The scrum to pack down 10 metres out from the Canterbury goal line. And the scrum will pack down 20 metres in from touch on this western side of the field. We've had 9 minutes of play. Roosters and the Bulldogs. No score on the board for Harvey Norman on the touchline for Western Australia. Tony Megahey.
Yeah, Crocker's playing hooker and wing has gone back to lock, although they've changed again. Then I think just wing can get out of the back of the scrum a bit more when it's a Canterbury feed. That looks like the tactics.
Yeah, they've swapped. When they've got the ball, he goes to lock, but when they're defending, Crocker goes back to lock. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Now we'll see the ball 15 metres away from the goal line now with Canterbury after the scrum win. They'll play it back through Matt Utai to Mark O'Mealy. He goes into the defence and held on the tackle now by Cusack. He plays the ball back. Perry again. The pass on the outside to Willie Mason, crashing between defenders. Cusack brought him down with support from one other penalty. They wouldn't get at the tackle player, and then Mason threw the ball at Cusack, but he'd already caught the penalty. 11 metres short of the halfway line, just off centre field. So a penalty apiece at the moment. No score on the board. 10 gone. 30 remain first half. 0-all. Absorbing stuff in front of 84,000 here at Telstra Stadium.
I think Willie Mason is set for a big game, a 20-metre game there, a great run off the back. I don't think I've seen him involved early in a match as this one. He's revved up for a big one. The Bulldogs just around about the halfway right now.
Here's the ball coming back away now. It came to Ben Harris, the young centre. He's put down 39 metres away from the Roosters goal line. Plays it back to Perry, to O'Mealy. O'Mealy bounced away from a shoulder charge of Kalis and then brought to ground about 32 metres out from the goal line by the tackle. The ball comes away on the outside to Sherwin. He got it quickly away to Anasta. Then the pass to Ryan. Walker came off his wing and made a very important tackle. 25 away from the goal line. Blindside to Braith and Asta. Little kick in behind them. It's going back towards the touching goal line. Minicello's got to play it. It'll be another goal line dropout as he's forced over the dead ball line. The second consecutive goal line dropout, a repeat set of 6 coming the way of the Canterbury side. Intense pressure, so it's ebbing and flowing. The arm wrestle continues. For the opening 4 or 5 minutes, it was all the Roosters. For the next 4 or 5 minutes, it's been all Canterbury.
Yeah, unbelievable game of football. It's 2-1, the dropouts now. The ball back to Anasta, straight to Willie Mason. I'll take it forward again.
And he goes forward, taken by Finch in the tackle now, and Hodges, and plays it 22 out. He got up to play it, and he lost the ball, and Hodges is giving the referee a gobful. There was a hand there. Oh, and Hodges gesticulating to Willie Mason. Come on, let's get on with it. And Willie turns his back on him, shows the contempt that perhaps that sort of challenge deserves, because he should be thinking more about defending, not baiting the opposing players, Justin Hodges. He's bound for Brisbane next year. The ball with Perry after the penalty. 10 metres out, they found touch, and now they take the free kick, the restart. The ball with Perry, 0-all the score. It comes to Ryan, the captain. He comes back into Morley, held in the tackle with an assist over the top as well from Kalis, but they're only 9 out. Sustained pressure here. Perry on the outside to Sherwin, stepped back the other way, threw a forward pass, which Mason dropped. It's picked up now by Fitzgibbon, who skirts away and put down 20 metres out from the goal line. Hodges will get into acting half. That's bad play by Canterbury, and Hodges has put down by Rennie Matua and will play the ball back over the top. The other defender looked to be Perry. From acting half, Walker's there now to Fittler over on the outside wing. He made a half break. He's through. He's over the 40. No, he popped it back behind them to cross. It went behind him in turn. It's picked up by Minicello, who's put down 35 out from his own line centre field.
He can be real dangerous in these sort of conditions. Blokes like Hegarty, Craig Wing, and also Walker has to go in looking for the football in the slippery conditions.
Here's the blind side. The ball to Fittler. He threw it out the back. It's going to go into touch. No, it's been touched there by a Canterbury player. That player's offside.
He's offside.
He has to be. It was kicked by a Canterbury player and dived on by another Canterbury player who was in front of him, and therefore it's offside, and it's a penalty. Sherwin shakes his head, but he's right. It was a flick pass by Cross out the back, which was stupid and ill-disciplined. Fitzgibbon went to pick it up. Grimaldi kicked the ball, and it was picked up by Sherwin, who dived on the ball, so the penalty had to go to the Roosters. It did. They found touch 40 metres out. No score on the board. Cusack, he lumbers forward now. Ronnie Palmer, the trainer for the Roosters, on the field just coaching. The ball comes back away now to Kalis. He goes straight and hard, and he's dumped by Mason and driven back by Matua. He'll play the ball 26 metres out from the Canterbury goal line from acting half wing. He got the ball to Finch. He went to the line. He took them on. He had support on the inside. He popped the ball back away. It came to Morley. Morley broke away from a tackle. He goes inside the 20 before he's put down by Grimaldi. He'll play the ball back now. The acting half is there. Oh, he's thrown the ball to no one, the acting half. It'll be half volleyed now by Fitzgibbon, who'll go straight and hard into the defence and put down on the fourth tackle. 18 away from the goal line. Sloppy stuff that time from the Roosters. The ball to Finch. He'll kick early, will he? No. He threw the dummy back to Minicello. Minicello doubles around. He's got supporters on the outside. He can't get the ball free as he's taken by Tonga. Fifth tackle coming up. 15 away from the goal line. He'll play the ball back and 10 in from touch. Hodges the acting half. It'll go to Fittler. He'll go to the ground. Little kick in behind them. It's got back to Walker. It's a reverse kick and Walker takes it and scores. The referee will check. He will check now with a video referee. No, he points to the spot. 4-0. 4-0, the Roosters over the Bulldogs. A banana kick by Brad Fittler. Magnificent.
Yeah, kicking game all important in this game, and it has been so far early. It went to Fittler on the open side. A set play. Walker comes from the right wing in the middle of nowhere. The banana kick. It's beautifully positioned that time there from Brad Fittler. Luke Patton tried to run across and clean the football up, but Chris Walker gets the opening try for the Roosters, and a deserving one too. That's great play from Fittler. He puts on the first try.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't go to the video referee, but obviously he got a word from someone, and as a result of that word, he pointed to the spot. Oh, gee, it was a kick. He went to the line, Fittler. I thought he was going to put a little one in behind him, one of those grubber-type kicks that he can do from time to time, but it came off the side of his right boot, and Walker was absolutely herring through after it, took it on the full, and before Canterbury had a chance to even think about it, he had scored the try beside the post to make it 4-0 Roosters over the Dogs, and now a kick to come from Craig Fitzgibbon. He could throw this over and make it 6-0. Right boot strikes it straight between the uprights at the southern end of Telstra Stadium, and 6-0 the score. 6-0 the Roosters over the Bulldogs. Magoo's on the touchline, and he's there for Nissan Australia.
That was a set play. Don't worry about that. An absolute screamer. Walker had come in off the wing up the centre of the ruck. Freddie with a little a left footer which come off the side of his boot admittedly, but Walker had put himself in a position to get in behind the defence. A set play because, as Blocker pointed out, Walker had come in off the wing to the back of the ruck.
Well, it was a left footer by Fittler. Unbelievable. He can kick off either foot. He's right-footed naturally, but a left foot kick in behind the defence, and as a result of that, referee just telling him to stay back there as Braithen Astor. Replay action comes your way for the Bortley Wines, but as a result of that, it was a magnificently contrived try. I thought he'd check, but then he had an indication from the touch judge that Walker was onside, so he pointed to the spot. 6-0. Roosters lead the way. Converted try. The ball comes away on the outside of Ryan Cross. He's put down on the defence now and will play it back. O'Mealy got across in cover. They're 24 out in their own line. Hegarty, he runs from acting half. He's held on the tackle now. Grimaldi there to bring him down. 14 short of halfway. 12 in from touch, eastern side of the field. 6-0 to the Roosters. Now the ball comes back away to Kalis. He crashes over the 40 before he's put down. He'll play the ball back 3 short of halfway. Back to Fittler from 10 metres short of halfway. He kicks downfield, and all of a sudden he's got to rush back to the in-goal area. Oh, this could be a magnificently weighted kick to Matt Utai. And Matt Utai back into the field of play. Beat Walker. He's down the touchline. He beat another. He's over the 40. He's got support back on the inside. Tonga. He ran away from him. He beat Minicello once, but Minicello came again. A great kick return of 60 metres. He's up to the 40. Braithen Astor to Willie Mason. He crashed into the ground as Cusack got across in cover, and he'll play the ball 21 metres out. End-to-end stuff here by Canterbury. Sherwin on the outside of Rennie Matua. He runs into the defence and held by Finch. 12 metres away from this Roosters goal line. It was a beautifully weighted kick by Fittler. It should have paid dividends. Sherwin got the ball to Braithen Astor, and he lost it. Dived on by Sherwin, and the ball will come back here with the Roosters from a scrum. Well, what about the kick return, Stephen Blocker, Roach of Matt Utai? He was almost on his dead ball line. He wrong-footed Chris Walker.
Well, he looked like he was in all sorts of trouble. That was the contest I was looking forward to today. Matt Utai up against Chris Walker. I don't think he could handle him. He tried to put the tackle on. Utai, a great break, but where was the support there? There's got to be more enthusiasm from this Bulldog side, and there's straight away Anasta losing the football again.
Yes, when the pressure was on, he couldn't handle it. 15 out from their own goal line now, the Roosters. They lead by 6-0. 18 gone, 22 remain first half. The ball on the outside to Morley. Oh, he's crashed to the ground. He's about 26 out from his own goal line. 18 in from touch. They go blindside wing. Comes to Craig Fitzgibbon. He tried to crack them, but he couldn't. He's put down 38 out from his own goal line as Hegarty dashes from acting half over the 40 towards halfway. 6-0 the Roosters over the Dogs here. 21 and a half to go first half. They'll play the ball back. The acting half is wing. They'll kick on the fourth tackle. And again, the kick came from the right boot of the halfback Brett Finch, and pinpoint accuracy. Tassie is there and finds touch about 10 metres out from the goal line. It was outside the 40, so it's not a 40-20, and the scrum will pack down. It will be a Canterbury loose, a Canterbury feed, and the Roosters lead the Bulldogs by 6-0. 21 minutes and 31 seconds away from half-time. The Goose on the touchline for Nissan Australia.
By the Bulldogs standards, a poor start, particularly in Nasta. 2 unforced errors and a lot of turnovers, but certainly if you kick to Utah, you've got to have the chase. You can get anything. He can drop it or he can bust you wide open, and he did that.
Now we see the ball fed into the scrum from Brent Sherwin, 10 out from his own line, and it goes back away, and they bring it away through Willie Tonga. He's put down on the tackle, 12 away from his own goal line. Fitzgibbon was there. Sherwin goes to acting half to Mark O'Mealy. He runs into the defence and he's put down, 20 out from his own line. The Roosters over the Dogs 6-0, and what about that counter-attack from Canterbury? Perry on the outside to Willie Mason. He goes into the defence and put down by Crocker. There's another defender there, Fitzgibbon. He'll play the ball, 31 out from his own line. Perry on the outside to Mark O'Mealy. Oh, good solid defence, and he's put on the ground 11 short of halfway by Fittler, and Crocker again plays it from Perry. On the outside it goes to Sherwin, looking for the 40-20. It's a pretty good looking kick, but Minicello covered plenty of territory and took it on the full inside the 20. Brings the ball back outside the 20 towards the 30. Tries to beat Perry, but he can't, and he's put down 24 out from his own line. 20 gone, 20 remain first half, and the score 6-0 here to the Roosters as Ryan Cross gets one of his early touches, and he's put down on the tackle now. He's only touched the ball on 2 or 3 occasions, Cross, on that left-hand side of the field. Hegarty into acting half, always looking dangerous, bound for South Sydney next year. 9 short of halfway, he's put down on the tackle, wings the acting half. Now Morley's coming off the ball. In fact, no, it's Kalis coming off. My apologies, because that's Morley taking it up now, and there's a replacement on the field, Tupou. The ball back to Finch. Little kick again. They're going to slow it down, Blocker. These are the tactics. Play the game down the other end of the field, because he's finding touch at every opportunity. Jason Kalis, the Kiwi international, comes from the field, and Anthony Tupou comes on, the young man from Newcastle, as the scrum's about to pack down. The Roosters lead the Dogs by 6 points to 0. 19.5 minutes out from half-time. The scrum 11 metres out from the Bulldogs line and 20 metres in from touch, western side of the field.
I think it's the Roosters that settled down a little bit quicker than the Bulldogs so far. Finch, as you said, just trying to make up time. Sonny Bill Williams warming up on the sideline now. I didn't think it'd be long before we saw him. They need more impact in the middle of the ruck.
And there's a couple of replacements coming on, Stephen. The number 16, Roy Asatasi's also warming up. In fact, they'll make a double change here. The ball comes back to Grimaldi. He's held on the tackle now, about 20 metres out from his own line, just off centre field. Plays it to Sherwin. The ball to O'Mealy now. He runs into the defence of Crocker. Bounced away. Got a loose pass away. On the ground. Half volleyed now by Ryan. Quickly got it away to Tonga. He's down the touchline, but he's held on the tackle now, and he'll be asked to play the ball about 12 short of halfway as Hodges attends to him rather unnecessarily. The ball comes on the outside. A big Sonny Bill. He crashes to the ground now. O'Mealy comes off, and Roy Asatasi will be on in a minute as well, as the ball comes away on the outside of Willie Mason. He runs straight and hard and held on the tackle by 4 defenders. Crocker's there, Fitzgibbon. Fittler dropped out of the tackle, and they'll play it now, and Wing was the other defender. 5th tackle. The ball from the general. Patton goes to Sherwin. Stab kick downfield, but it's a poor kick. It's going to go straight to Minicello. 8 out from his own line, surrounded by blue and white jumpers. He's taken by Sonny Bill Williams, and will play the ball 10 out from his own line. Hegarty will run from acting half, comes across field at the defence and held by Andrew Ryan. 15 out from his own line, plays the ball to Finch. He turns it away to Crocker, who's put it down in front of his post. A scrum feed to Canterbury, and they'll have an ideal opportunity to level up here. 18 away from half-time. Roosters 6, Bulldogs 0, but here come the Doggies.
Getting a little bit too complicated. It's got to be simple, stupid stuff in this sort of slippery conditions, trying to change the point of attack. Crocker comes up with the error. That's what sort of pressure builds in grand finals. Now they're on the attack about 12 metres out the Dogs.
Here's the ball from Sherwin, away on the outside to the general Patton. Luke Patton comes at them and put down on the tackle by Crocker, who played at lock and was the man that dropped the ball. Plays it back to Sherwin, away on the outside to Asatasi, and he's put down on the tackle now. 6 away from the goal line, plays it back to Sherwin. Sherwin drifts across field looking for a straight runner. He found Luke Patton. He's at the defence, but he's held by Wing. Tries to struggle free. He's 7 away from the goal line as he plays the ball back for Canterbury. They're down by 6-0, 7.5 away from half-time. The ball was Sherwin on the outside of Nasta. He got a good ball away to Ryan. Over the top to an unmarked Utah. He'll score a great try. Wonderful Canterbury try. They're back in the hunt. The Roosters lead the Bulldogs by 6-4 as the referee points to the spot, and a kick from Hazamel Magic as the rain tumbles down again at Telstra Stadium from the western touchline.
Well, again, Ray, it's the right defence of the Roosters that really cost them that time. They did number up didn't get off their line quick enough. A beautiful play there from Ryan. He saw that that Walker had come in field. There was no need for him to do that. He summed it up pretty quickly. The pass over the top to Matt Utai. Once he got the football, there's no stopping this bloke. Built low to the ground. He gets a try. Walker in no man's land again. He's done it again. I thought they would have worked on it. The Bulldogs get the first try down the right defence of the Roosters.
And now we'll see the kicker goal from Hazem El Masri. Replay action comes your way for the Bortley Wines. And we're about to see the kick from the Ward's touch. 21 metres out, only a half a metre in from touch is Matt Utai. Got them back within 2, and this rather prodigious goal kicker, Hazem El Masri, can kick from touch. Now Magoo just quickly on the touchline. That rain been bucketing down again, or is it easing and coming back?
No, steady rain, and that's why the errors are coming. A greasy surface, and certainly the cutout pass. Will he ever learn, Walker? A blinder of a try, and then the compressed defence, and he's left Utai with about 10 metres to work on. You can't believe it.
Here's the kick coming from Hazem El Masri. On the touchline, half a metre in actually. 21 metres out. We've got a beautiful view from our broadcast position on the western side of Telstra Stadium. 16 from the break. The Roosters lead the Dogs by 6-4. They had the ascendancy, but now the Dogs come back. Here he is, Hazem El Magic, about to move into it. 21 metres out. Millimetres in from touch. The right boot strikes it now. He guides it towards the uprights. It's coming back, but no, just to the left-hand side of the uprights. So the score remains 6-4. The Bulldogs, they trail by 2. The Roosters over the Dogs 6-4 for Harvey Norman. On the touchline, Tony Megahey for Nissan Australia.
Well, the break, and that's the cut-out pass. They work on that side. How many times have we seen it? Hodges and Walker, they fudge in, and he should never have left his wing. Just come in about 10 metres, as Blocker pointed out. Will he ever learn?
Here's the kickoff coming back now from the centre of the halfway line. As the ball has been placed by Brad Fittler. Alan Stratton's listening to us in Farmington, Minnesota. Good on you, Alan. Good to have your company, and I think Natalie's listening even further afield. Where's she at, Natalie? She's in Egypt. Oh, they've knocked it on the dead ball line. They have knocked the ball on from the kickoff. Oh, Willie Mason stood there and has knocked the ball on as cold as a spud. He's having a little dissertation with Braith and Astor. He's none too happy, Willie, and neither is Braith. What had happened? The ball was taken by Braith and Astor near the dead ball line, and Astor looked for Mason to bring it back. He juggled it. Oh, no. Now, I'll tell you what he did. I thought he tried to pass
off his leg.
I'll tell you what he did. He lost the ball, and then it was grabbed at by Willie Mason. I thought he'd passed it, but he simply didn't hang on to it properly. That's bad play by Braith and Astor. No matter if Willie Mason was giving him a gobful. Anthony Tupou from the goal line dropped out, so the pressure straight back on Canterbury. 30 metres away from the goal line. 20 in from touch, wing to Finch. He sends the ball on the outside to Fittler. He's held on the tackle now. Over the top they come to bring him down through Sonny Bill Williams and 2 other defenders. He'll play the ball back now. The acting half is wing dashes back on the inside to Finch. Finch goes across field. He's lost the ball, Finch. He lost the ball. The defence was there. They converged on him through Andrew Ryan, and he put the ball down, and Big Willie was there as well, making the tackle in little halfback. And I'll tell you why that came, Stephen. They just tried to be too fancy.
Well, that's been the problem. The last 2 mistakes that the Roosters have made have been trying to change direction. As I mentioned earlier, in these sort of conditions, you've got to keep it simple, stupid. You've got to tighten up a little bit.
Here's the ball coming from the base of the scrum as it went to Sonny Bill Williams, and he got the ball away on the outside of Willie Tonga, who's held by Justin Hodges. Nice set piece to the blind side. Ryan got the ball back to Willie Mason. He goes to Tupou, and he got the ball back as he fell. It came to Perry. He's over halfway, came to Morley and put on the ground. Good second phase play by Canterbury. They'll play the ball back. Now Sonny Bill Williams from Ryan. He runs at the defence, or Grimaldi, I should say, and Sonny Bill Williams is put down. 35 out from the goal line. He's added a bit of start since he came on, big Sonny Bill. The ball comes from Ryan. Back now to Sherwin. Away on the outside of Grimaldi. He's held in centre field now. They got them for offside. So a piggyback penalty. He called them back out of it. They wouldn't come out of it. So a penalty for offside goes to Canterbury. Here's the captain coming over to have a yarn.
Blatantly offside, the call is. You.
Chris Flannery's on.
You've got to have the shot here, haven't you?
You would think so, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Ruptured testicle or not, he's back. Chris Flannery, so he's on the field with his special protective box that he's wearing. What a brave effort. He was in St Vincent's Hospital on Monday for surgery on a ruptured testicle suffered in a game last Sunday. And here he is 7 days later playing in a grand final. By gee, talk about tough. Anyway, he's just talking to Sonny Bill Williams about something here.
They're fine. They've got a right to get off you, okay? But when you struggle like that, you're going to lose the ball.
Okay, he's telling Sonny Bill about how he struggles when he's being tackled and that if he loses the ball, it'll be his fault, no one else's. Just having a word with him. 28 metres out now. This kicker, Hazem El Masri, has these for breakfast. We're 11 minutes 53 away from half-time, and I would think that after this kick, it's going to be 6-all. He's about to move into it now. 28 metres out, 20 in from touch. Referee stands there. The touch judge is back beyond the dead ball line. We know one thing, he'll kick it dead if he does miss it, and they'll get the ball back from the 20-metre dropout. But in any case, he's concentrating on kicking it. Moves into it. Right boot strikes it towards the uprights. The touch judges like it. Leather perfect straight between the uprights. 6-all the score. 6-all is a score in the grand final of 2004. The Roosters led 6-0, then they led 6-4, now it's 6-all. As we come back to the centre of the halfway, they'll be hoping for a restart like they got last time.
Well, the Bulldogs will be hoping they can complete this set of 6 and get a good kick away. The last time that they received the football at the back there through a Nasta, they knocked straight on. Freddie Fittler to kick off.
He sends it deep, but not as deep as previously, and it's taken by Braithen Astor. This time he gives it to Big Willie, who winds up and runs at the defence and held on the tackle. So she's all even again. 6-all, the Roosters and the Dogs. 10.5 away from half-time for Harvey Norman. Willie Tonga comes into Morley and driven back in the tackle. He'll play the ball back now. The acting half is there. He comes back away on the outside. Now Corey Hughes is on the field there, wearing the headgear and jumper number 15, so he comes on for Adam Perry. He'll play the ball back to Corey Hughes now from 29 metres out. The ball on the outside, Sherwin comes away to Sonny Bill. He popped it over the top to Grimaldi. He tried to get on the outside of Wing, but he's ridden into the ground by Wing and almost put into touch. He is. The slippery fielders play a role there. Grimaldi tried to get on the outside of Craig Wing. Wing showed him the outside, then bulldogged him into the ground and just kept driving him. And once he hit the ground, he slid, I kid you not, about... Oh, hang on a sec. That should have been a penalty to Canterbury. Should have been a penalty to Canterbury. Anyway, the ball will pack down with a scrum. He ridden him into the ground, and I'm saying that his progress was halted about a metre from the touchline, and then he got a bit of a push from behind. I'm saying that should have been a penalty to Canterbury. Anyway, the ball comes to Wing. He packed it lock that time, and the ball comes away on the outside of Minicello. He's held on the tackle. He'll play it 40 away from the goal line. Tonga made the tackle with a cover there of Braithen Astor, blindside to Justin Hodges. Well, he ran at the marker, who I think wasn't standing squarely, but the referee allowed him to make the tackle. He'll play the ball back now. It's Chris Flannery from acting half into the defence. Oh, he's hit the tackle by Sonny Bill Williams, not around the testicle, around the chest. He'll play the ball back. It came to Finch on the outside. Oh, it went to Ryan Cross, who's knocked it on. The pass was too good by Fittler. Well, what an enterprising passage of play. Sonny Bill Williams said, well, you're on here with a protection on your testicle. Let's see how your chest is feeling. And he hit him right around the chest in a magnificent ball and all tackle.
Yeah, that was a great shoulder shot there from Sonny Bill Williams. So I tell you what, it didn't affect Flannery. Quick up with the play the ball. The Roosters looked like they had the intercept, but Ryan Cross couldn't handle the pass. He was just a little bit too flat.
Here's the ball coming back away, and they run it out from their own 20-metre area, Canterbury. 6-all is the score here. 8 minutes 47 seconds away from half-time as the ball comes on the outside. Roy Asatasi, he got through a high tackle of Morley's, and he's put down 35 out from his own line. Asatasi plays it quickly. Hughes, and did you hear that? Get it down, Adrian. That was the call from the referee to Adrian Morley. 5 short of halfway, 15 in from touch. They play it through Hughes now. The acting half, the captain, Andrew Ryan. Away on the outside, it comes to Willie. Big Willie's hitting the tackle now by Wing and Fitzgibbon right on halfway. So Canterbury edging inside the Roosters half as they play the ball back to Hughes. Corey Hughes, he'll kick over the top now. The ball going back for the touchline, and it's going right along the... Oh, this is a magnificent kick. Is it going to go touch and goal? Oh, it only just did at the feet of Anthony Minicello, and back for the optional restart of the 20-metre line.
I bet he was in two minds there. That was a great kick there from Hughes from dummy half. Everyone on side. Minicello nearly played with death. Let the ball roll over, dead in goal.
Here's Crocker getting rid of 2 defenders before Grimaldi put him down. 30 out from his own line. Wing from acting half to Fittler, running at an angle, but he's put down by Grimaldi and will play the ball back with Hughes around his legs. 11 short of halfway, 6-all the score. Now they're going to try a 40-20 early here from Wing. He was just inside, but Patton's got it covered beautifully. 8 out from his own line and 5 in from touch. He circles around at the defence, pushed away from Tupou. Then he straightened up and broke another tackle. And then he came to the next wave of defence and put down by Fittler. 12 short of halfway from acting half Sherwin. Came back away to Sonny Bill, who's put down on the tackle 2 metres inside the Roosters territory. 6-all the score. Hughes to Braithen Astor on the outside of Willie Tonga. He comes at Hodges, tried to push away. He's going to be put into touch. He threw it back on the inside. Finch threw the ball back away. Came now to Minicello. Minicello at the defence, but he's hit on the tackle of Roy Asatasi and driven back almost to the 30-metre line, but they've surrendered possession, Canterbury. Crocker, the ball to Morley. He runs at Sonny Bill Williams and accommodated. 12 short of halfway. Crocker's about to come from the field, by the way, and Kalis back on as the ball comes to Fitzgibbon. He's held 2 metres short of halfway. 6 all the score, 7 from half-time. Now Wing dashes from acting half at the defence, but Asatasi again drives him back on the tackle, and he'll play the ball now 45 metres away from the Canterbury goal line. Finch to acting half to Kalis. A shoulder charge gone wrong. The ball back to Flannery. Felled on the tackle of Tonga. He'll play the ball on the 5th tackle, 35 out. Hodges. The ball comes back to Finch. An attempted field goal from 31 metres out. The referee likes it, does he? Yes, it's a goal. 7-6 the score. The Roosters 7, the Bulldogs 6. A field goal, 6.5 minutes away from half-time by Brett Finch. He's probably practising for later in the game.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Down there he thinks, I'll take the one-pointer. No real pressure put on. He's a great exponent. And that was a great goal there from Finch to put him 1 point ahead. But I don't know about it. What happens now is the Bulldogs kick off. The Roosters have got to come off their own line. They'll be trying to force the error.
Big Willie comes from the field now for this Canterbury Bankstown side. 7-6 to score. The Roosters over the Bulldogs per medium of a field goal to Brett Finch. On the touchline, Tony Megahey for Nissan Australia.
Yeah, I can't fathom that either. The ball's back down in their territory. 7-6 with 5 from the break. And again, Hodges and Tong in an incident off the ball. Can't help himself, Hodges.
Here's the ball being placed by Braithen Astor at the centre of the halfway line as Willie Mason comes off. The right boot strikes it. It's going towards touch, and they take it through Walker right on the touchline now. He brings it back over the 20. He took the odds to a shorter kickoff, and he gets up towards the 30s. He plays it to Hodges, away on the outside of Finch. Then the ball goes back to Tupou, straight through, over the 40. He's got support on the outside. He got the ball to Minicello. He streaks away over the 30, inside the 20. A magnificent try. The tactic worked all right, Tony Megahey and Stephen Roach, because they scored down the other end of the field from the kickoff, and now they lead by 11-6 for the kick to come from right in front.
Yeah, they shift the ball after tackle 1 there. What happened was Walker ran the ball back. It was a good shot. They went straight to the middle of the field. Tupou, what a strong player he is. He skipped out of a couple of tackles there. I think it was Grimorley, and coming across in cover defence, Corey Hughes couldn't make the tackle, looming up on the inside there. Beautifully timed pass, and Anthony Minicello sprints away to score the Roosters try again.
Unbelievable try. Magoo, was it the right tactic to field goal now?
Well, out of absolutely nothing. You won't see a better try. Tupou, he's broke the front line, that leg drive, and an enormous try. Minicello up the middle, but how could he do it from there? Busted straight through the guts of the ruck from his own quarter. Unbelievable.
It was an unbelievable try, and Tupou, this youngster, has just exploded away from defenders. He drew the fullback pattern, and here's Fitzgibbon from right in front. He adds the extras. All of a sudden they're in front by 7 points. They lead by 13 points to 6, the Roosters over the Dogs. 4 minutes away from half-time, and it was a bad miss by Corey Hughes. He didn't commit himself to the tackle, but by gee, Tupou in his first ever grand final broke them, split them straight up the centre like a hot knife through butter, and then he popped the ball away on the outside of Minicello, who was looming in support. And a little dance from the coach, Ricky Stewart, because he knows how important that is. Close to half-time to lead by that 7-point margin. 13-6, 3 minutes 45 away from half-time. And here's the kickoff coming from Braithen Astor. A high kick this time. It'll be taken by the player at fullback, Minicello, who gave it straight back away to the same player, Tupou, who laid on the try for him, and he'll play the ball now 15 away from his own goal line. So the same combination in reverse. The ball to Ryan Cross. He's taken now by Ben Harris in the tackle, and he'll play it back for the Roosters. 20 out from his own line, 8 in from touch. Hegarty, he goes across field. He's held on the tackle now, offside inside the 10. The penalty came, and it went the way of the Roosters. He called them back out of it, and they didn't come. Wing tried to take the quick tap. Now, why couldn't he take it? The referee had given him the mark, and he took the tap on the mark. So he didn't take it off the mark. The referee should have allowed play to continue.
Well, it looked like he told the Bulldogs to get back behind him, Tim Mander. They didn't listen, so he blew the penalty. Straight on the attack again. Can they score? Back-to-back tries, the Roosters.
And Wing has found touch 40 metres out as he gives the ball back away. And now Kalis goes inside the 30, dragging defenders with him. O'Mealy's there, and they drag him to ground with Corey Hughes. He'll play the ball 29 out from the goal line. The pass on the outside of Finch. He's to the line. Got the ball back to Minicello. But good defence. It was well read by Braithen Astor. He'll play the ball 24 metres out. Wing inside ball to Fittler. Fittler to towards the 20. Straight runner, Kalis. He's dropped down on the tackle. He's only 15 away from the goal line. Corey Hughes made the tackle. Fittler, he'll run himself from acting half. He delays the pass, Fittler. He popped it out the back. It came to Wing. Wing goes across field and felled in the tackle now. 12 away from the goal line by Sonny Bill Williams. Now Minicello. He runs straight between them. He used one of his own players as a shepherd. The referee will have a look. I don't think it's going to be a try. Let's have a listen.
Just make sure we haven't got any obstruction.
Well, Blocker, I want to see the replay. What do you say without the benefit of the replay?
I think it's obstruction. I think it'll be a penalty. I don't think they can make this a try. He went in a dummy half, Minicello. The man Flannery ran in front of him. Let's see if it does obstruct any player. Yeah, well, he's come in and made the tackle.
Yeah, no. The rule says if you pass the ball, you're okay. But I'm saying right now, Magoo, that's going to be a penalty to Canterbury and no try on the stroke of half-time to the Roosters. What do you say?
I agree with you. I think it's a shepherd, but how many times have we seen this one before? Gee, it's a big call. The game might be right on this call here, because if it's a try, it might be an unbeatable lead, but certainly I'm saying a shepherd and no try.
And I'm saying they've made the decision very quickly, and I think you're right. Harvey Norman, video referee board. For OPSM, no try penalty. You got it right, Magoo. No try penalty for OPSM. The video referees, the first time they've been used tonight. No try and a penalty. That's the only decision they could make, because the number 15 Flannery, he ran as a decoy for the man around his outside, Minicello. The score remains 13-6. The Roosters over the Dogs. 2 minutes away from half-time, and here's a chance just before half-time for the Bulldogs to cart the ball towards halfway. They're 14 short of halfway as they found touch now. The ball comes away on the outside of Sherwin to Mark O'Mealy. Held on the tackle about 12 metres short of halfway centre field as he was put down by the defensive Tupou along with Kalis and also Fitzgibbon. Now there's a player offside. He was called out of it there, Morley, and this time they've lost the ball. They have lost the ball, Canterbury. So there's one last throw of the dice. 1 minute 41 seconds out from half-time for the Roosters. The scrum will pack right on halfway with the Roosters in control. 13 points to 6.
Ray, you hit it on the head. He called Morley offside and he still got himself involved in the tackle. That should have been a penalty to the Bulldogs on halfway.
Well, Morley went up and forced the player to run back on his inside. And when he ran back on his inside, he was hit by Kalis, another player, and that forced the ball out. So I think you're probably right. The balance of probability. Here's the ball to Fittler. He chipped over the top for Walker. First tackle. The ball's bouncing towards touch, and getting across for it there is Patton and takes it half a metre in for touch. He's not tackled by Walker, so he gets up and runs across field. He's chased by Minicello. Now he's put down by Tupou. 15 out from his own line. There's still 1 minute 6 seconds to go as the ball comes back to Sonny Bill Williams. He's held on the tackle just inside the 30. He'll play the ball back to Corey Hughes now. The acting half is there. It goes to Mark O'Mealy outside the 30 and put down. 32 out from his own line, third tackle. 53 seconds from half-time. Roosters over the Dogs by 13-6. They come up to the line, they meet them and put them down. Roy Asatasi put down by Tupou. 9 short of halfway. Hughes on the outside of Sherwin. Then the ball's gone to Tonga. Here's danger. He comes at Hodges. Hodges bulldogs him into the ground now and has another chop at him. That's got to be a penalty. He's carrying like a pork chop, Hodges. The ball comes back to Braithen Astor. The right boot to it now. It's coming down for Minicello. They're steaming through, but he took it magnificently. Absolutely magnificently with 24 seconds left on the clock. The referee says he was in the field of play when he took it, forced back into the in-goal, a goal line dropout, but they'll take plenty of time about taking the dropout. The score 13-6 to the Roosters.
Mixing their kicking game up. This time it was Braithen Astor in the chase there by Sherwin. He forced the error, caught in the field of play and then put in the in-goal. A line dropout now with a few seconds to go.
And Fittler tries a little short one. That might be dangerous. It's taken by Grimaldi. And right on half-time the siren sounds and the referee says, oh, by gee, half-time. I don't know that Ricky Stewart would be too happy with that little short one. It went to 10 metres. It certainly did that, but picked up by Grimaldi. Had Fittler not made the tackle, there would have been all sorts of drama. 13-6, the Roosters over the Dogs. 2 tries to 1 try. And Minicello and Walker have scored tries. Craig Fitzgibbon 2 from 2. Utai a try. And Hazem El Masri 1 from 2. He kicked the penalty and missed the conversion by Brad Fittler. Let's see if we get a whoop, whoop, whoop this time from Tim Mander.
Okay, recording.
Off they go. No whoop, whoop, whoop as Fittler sends the ball high but not deep, and it's taken about 11 metres out from the goal line by Sherwin, who gave it to Roy Asatasi, who's put down on the tackle. 21 metres out from his own line by Tupou and 1 or 2 others. They go blindside through Utai. Now the player who tackled him, Morley, was never marking up squarely and should have been penalised, and if he didn't see it, the referee, the touch judges and the video referee for OPSM should have been actually seeing it as Corey Hughes runs from acting half and is put down on the tackle almost immediately by Chris Flannery. They play the ball back. It comes to O'Mealy. He's over halfway, put down by Fitzgibbon. So So a pretty good set of 6 so far for Canterbury. Over halfway they go. 4th tackle. The ball back to Sherwin. They're going to spin it. Went past Sonny Bill Williams to Grimaldi. He's down the touchline, but he's taken in a ball and all tackle by Brad Fittler. 40 metres away from the goal line. 5th tackle. The ball comes back away to Sherwin. Right boot across field. It's going to go straight to Chris Walker, who's lost it. Backwards and play on, said the referee. I'm sure the referee was right. I think the ball went backwards. A couple of people in front of me with wide eyes saying no, it went forward, but I think he might have made the right decision as the ball came back away to Justin Hodges. He's put down 29 out from his own line, so a little let off there perhaps for the Roosters. It comes to Fittler. Away on the outside it goes to Fitzgibbon. He's calling for supporters. He's put down 9 metres short of halfway in the tackle of Brent Sherwin. Plays the ball back now. They come blindside through wing. Goes to cross. He takes them on, but he's put down on the tackle by Grimaldi and Hazem El Masri. He'll play it now 45 metres away from the Canterbury goal line. Fittler away on the outside. It comes to Finch. He kicks over the top. Angle for touch. It's going to beat him into touch again, yes. Utai watches it going to touch, so the same tactics they employed. They send the ball downfield. They get a scrum 10 metres out from the Canterbury line, and they wait for a Canterbury mistake in these greasy conditions.
Yeah, they're just trying not to let the Bulldogs get on a little bit of a roll. You can't afford to give them a repeat set of 6. Just roll into touch. Utai really could have played at that football. Let it roll into touch, but really that would give you a good sign. The first kick there from the Bulldogs over to the right-hand side of Chris Walker. He looked to me like he knocked on. He's lucky to get away with it.
Here's the ball with Sherwin coming back to Tonga. He takes on the defence and he's put down. He'll play the ball 15 out from his own line as Flannery and Fitzgibbon break from the scrum. The ball comes away on the outside to Andrew Ryan now. They've certainly missed Stephen Price. He's got them for inside the 10. A penalty goes the way of Canterbury. The 2 defenders had moved up too quickly and he penalises both those players now as they go back inside. It was Hodges and Morley and they'll find touch Canterbury up towards halfway. So here's an opportunity for the Dogs, trailing by 13 points to 6. They take the tap 5 short of halfway as Asatasi comes now at the defence. He's taken, he popped it out the back to Sherwin. Here's a little chance back to O'Mealy through centre field, but he's taken by 3 defenders. Flannery got there 41 metres away from the goal line. The ball from Corey Hughes to Braithen Astor, who takes them on. He's held on the tackle, back on the inside of Ryan. Ryan trying to keep the ball alive as he's felled now. He'll play it Flannery around the legs. Hughes back to Sherwin. They're only 15 metres out. Back to the blind side and Astor. They sent the ball back to Tonga. Tonga got the ball to Utai, looking for number 2 try. He got it down. Utai got it down before he took the corner post. The referee wants to have a look.
Check and see when he's gone out.
Has he got into touch before the hand came down? I'm prepared to say from my acute angle, no. I'm prepared to say it's a try to make it 13-10 with a kick to get them back within 1. Here he is, horribly close to touch. Oh, it's a great try. It's a great try. Nothing into touch there, Stephen.
No, that's a try to Utai. That's his second. I'll tell you what they didn't do, the Roosters. They didn't come up both sides of the ruck. It was a reverse play. Again, the ball back on the outside there. Walker caught infield again. The cover trying to come across. Jesus, strong man Matt Utai. Low to the ground. Minichello couldn't make the tackle along with Flannery. He didn't even attempt Walker. They've scored another try to open the scoring in the second half to Utai and the Bulldogs.
Hang on a sec. There's a foot into touch, but that's a Roosters foot. I'm looking at the trailing leg. No, it's not in touch. It's only millimetres from the touchline, but it'll be a try. Tony Megahey's on the touchline for Nissan Australia.
Well, you said it, Bolts. He was checking on the leg, and it was a Rooster leg, not Utai. Tremendous strength with no pace to work in, with no space to work in, and Walker again's let him in. Left the wing, but Willie Tonga.
Here's a try. It's a try for OPSM. The referee is pointing to the spot after the video referee said it was a try, as we said, so they're back in the hunt. We said they had to score first, and they did. 2 tries apiece, and Hazem El Masri to get them back within 1 point. It is 13-10, the Roosters over the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just the slow, starting to offload now. They're able to stand in tackles. I know it's early in the second half, but just to switch of play, and Astor saw it, the quick passing, the ball on the outside to Matt Utai. He has got incredible strength, but I don't know what Walker's doing. I know I sound like I'm giving it to him. He didn't even attempt the tackle. 2 tries down his side. He's got to aim up in defence.
Here's the kick from Hazem right on the touchline, and he is very capable of putting this straight between the uprights. He's about to move into it now. Right on the touchline at the southern end of the field, and 21 metres out. Has one last look at the base of the ball, not happy with the trajectory, so the referee signals time off. He's been fined, I think, in excess of $10,000 this year so far for taking over 90 seconds with his kicks, and this one's going to take a lot longer than that. The referee has been forced to signal time off. Hazem goes past the Steeton advertising sign, on that eastern side of the field. Referee signals time back on, and here's Haslam to get them back within 1 point. 13-10, the Roosters over the Dogs. About to move back into it. They drew first blood in the second half. He strikes it towards the uprights. The touch judges stand there. They like it. It's level perfect. It's straight between the uprights from the touchline. Back within 1 they come. 13-12, the Roosters over the Dogs. One lone field goal separates them. The replay action for the Bortley Wines.
Oh, who cares how long he takes? That was a beautiful kick. Didn't even look like missing. You generally just look at the team go up to touch judges. They didn't even move. Flag straight up. El Masri is a genius.
Here's the kick-off from Fittler now. Centre of the halfway line. He'll kick it to the northern end of Telstra Stadium. We've got one hell of a game on our hands here. The ball goes deep. Taken by Braithen Astor, who gives it to Roy Asatasi. And don't forget, they got that on the back of a penalty. They got the good field position. They're 15 out from their own line now. Corey Hughes to Marco Mealy. Into Craig Fitzgibbon. Bounced away from him. Taken by Morley and driven back on the tackle by 2 others as well. He'll play the ball back, including Tupou. Now Corey Hughes to Sonny Bill Williams. Here's danger. He's taken by Kalis. He's put down. He'll play the ball back wing there as well. He plays the ball back just inside the 30. Hughes away to Andrew Ryan. He runs at the middle. He tried to pop the ball to the player on the outside. Tonga couldn't. 4th tackle. Here's Asatasi, and all of a sudden Canterbury's making a lot of ground. They're over halfway in 5 tackles. They play it to Hughes. He runs to the 40-metre line. Pretty ordinary kick. It's come straight back to Minicello. Gee, that's an ordinary tactic by Corey Hughes. He runs at Haslam and put down on the tackle. 10 out from his own line. Now Cross goes to acting half. He'll come in field, Ryan Cross. And will it be a mistake here by the Roosters? He's put down 20 out from his own line. 2nd tackle. He'll play the ball to Shannon Hegarty. He'll dash from acting half up towards the 30. Taken by Grimaldi and put down with an assist from Harris. 28 out from his own line. Plays it quickly. Wing. Inside ball to Fittler. Blind side to Fitzgibbon. He comes outside the 30. In 4 tackles, they haven't made the same ground that the Canterbury side did the other end of the field. They're only 35 out from their own line. The ball with Fittler. It comes on the outside of Kalis. He'll be put down in centre field. 5th tackle. He's 32 out from his own line. Back it comes now to Finch. He's kicked it out the full, I think. No! It bounced millimetres from the touchline and trickled into touch now. 32 metres away from the Canterbury line, and the pendulum has swung back the other way, Blocker. The Roosters might lead by 1, but the Bulldogs are finishing with a wet sail. 13-12, they lead the Roosters over the Bulldogs, and that's 33 minutes away from full time.
Well, they've got away from trying to spread the ball early, starting to get on a roll. Asatasi, Sonny Bill Williams, and Willie Mason hasn't even been on for the second half yet. They're making valuable yards in the middle.
Jonathan Thurston about to come on for Canterbury, and Ned Caddick is on for the Roosters. Now from the base of the scrum, Sherwin sends the ball away to Luke Patton, put down by Minicello and Fitzgibbon, and will play the ball 31 out from his own line, centre field. Sherwin's there, sent the ball back away to Asatasi, having a big impact on the game off the bench. Grimaldi comes off now as Thurston comes on. They'll play the ball back. Corey Hughes probing from acting half. He's put down 2 metres short of halfway. He'll send the ball back away with Canterbury. They trail 13-12 now with 32 and a half to go in the 2004 grand final. Big Sonny Bill tries to get the arms free. 4th tackle. They're only 43 metres away from this Roosters goal line. They play the ball back to Hughes. Thurston's on the field now and has the ball back on the inside of Ryan. Back through centre field, Hughes. Then the ball came back away to Patton. There's a little gap there, but it closed as he came to Kalis. He's put down on the tackle. Caddick on the field as well. 5th tackle. Now it comes back to Sherwin. He'll bring rain with that. It's gone high. It's coming down for Minicello. And Thurston flew through the air and missed it. It went straight to Minicello, a metre out from his own goal line.
Oh, brilliant take. There was all sorts of pressure. He didn't take his eyes off the football. They're starting to get a bit of a roll on now, the Bulldogs. The more possession they can get, the better they'll go.
Here's the ball coming back on the other side of the ruck now. Put down on the tackle, Morley. He'll play it 15 out from his own line, and Winger's going to dash from acting half. Cheap ground made. He's outside the 20 on the 4th tackle. He's put down by Ben Harris from acting half. Ryan Cross goes. He beat Harris. Then he straightens up. 5th tackle it'll be. And they're just outside the 30. 35 out. Wing went to acting half. They'll get the ball blindside to Fittler. Left foot kick by him. It's going downfield looking for a 40-20. It's a pretty good kick. Getting across Patton. He's got there and he's hit in a high tackle. And then he's put down on the tackle by the pursuing Hegarty. 11 out from his own line. Fittler got there first. That was half a metre off being perfect.
Yeah, Fittler trying to do something special. He knows his side's on the back foot. Nearly a 40-20. Great play from Patton. He put his body on the line.
Sonny Bill Williams up to the 30 almost as he's put down by Caddick. He'll play the ball back with Wing and Kalis there as well. Now Hughes, they spin it wide. It comes away to Jonathan Thurston. He's taken by Morley. 31 out from his own line. The Roosters in front by 1, 13-12. The kick by Sherwin. Now he's looking for a 40-20, but it won't get there. It'll go almost back to the goal line, the Roosters goal line. It's picked up by Minicello. Let's see how the straight line is. He comes at the defence and he's put down. Now Finch will go to acting half. They were through very quickly. Now the ball, Hughes was there. Comes away to Shannon Hegarty. He runs across field and the defence is too good. Got the ball back to Finch. Then to Caddick. He'll go straight through the centre. He chased from behind and dropped down just inside his own 30. He plays the ball back to Wing. Wing goes to the open side now. No one with him, so he's got to probe across field into Thurston's tackle and put down. He'll play the ball. Where are the runners here for the Roosters? The acting half, Minicello there. He's put down. He got the ball. Oh, no, Hodges who's knocked it on. The ball back to Finch. Referee will pack down a scrum. Hodges, do a bit of sledging now, Justin. And the scrum will back down. Canterbury loose and feed. 35 metres out from the Roosters goal line.
No, you're 100% right. Minicello stood in the tackle. He should have swallowed that. He tried to catch it one-handed, knocked the football on. The Doggies starting to get on a bit of roll now. 35 metres out, and it's Hodges who makes the mistake for the Roosters.
And judging by the look on the coach's face, if he could get the hook out, he would. But I don't think he's got enough options to get the hook out at the moment. 35 out. Sloppy stuff. Here's Sherwin, base of the scrum for Canterbury. Away to Thurston, standing at 5'8". He runs at the defence and held on the tackle by Fittler. He'll play the ball 39 metres away from the Roosters goal line. Now Patton goes blindside. They allow him plenty of latitude. And Hegarty was standing on the outside as Hazem El Masri came back on the inside. Hazem from acting half goes across field at the defence. Sandwich between Wing and Caddick. He's only 12 out from the goal line. The Roosters lead by 1 now with 29 and a half to go. 13-12 it is. The ball to Sherwin. Sends the ball back away to Braithen Astor. He stands in the tackle. He can't unload. Fourth tackle. 11 out from the goal line. Corey Hughes to acting half for Canterbury. Hughes runs. He got the ball on the outside to Sonny Bill. He popped it out the back. Oh, there was a hand there. It didn't go to ground. Picked up by Braithen Astor. He comes back in centre field and he's taken by 2 defenders and put on the broad of his back. Caddick was one. No, Croc was back out there, I'm sorry. And the other was Morley. Last tackle. The ball goes away on the outside to Sherwin. Little kick in behind them. It's going back. Fittler's got to try and run it from the dead ball line, but he's put over the dead ball line by Willie Tonga. A goal line dropout. 6 more tackles coming the way of Canterbury. Sustained pressure. Magoo's on the touchline for Nissan Australia.
They've come up a level, the Bulldogs. You knew they would. This is turning into a great game. And who's got the Roosters into trouble? None other than Hodges, the tough man that can't handle the pressure.
13-12 Roosters over the Dogs with 28 and a half to go. 30 away from the goal line. 13-12 the Roosters in front from the dropout. Here's Big Willie back into it. He runs at the defence and he's put down by Flannery and Finch. He'll get up and play the ball quickly. 9 and out blindside. Ryan through the dummy back to Big Willie. He lengthens stride. He's 6 away from the goal line when he's put down on the tackle. 13-12 to the Roosters. They play the ball back again. Hughes away on the outside to Thurston. Then the ball to Sherwin. Shaded on the inside. He's got them going backwards. Inside ball through a dummy back to Hazard. He's over. Can he get it down? Held up in goal. No. Try. A try to Hazem El Masri. He got over the top of Minicello and put the ball down. And the Dogs in front by 16-13 with a kick to come. Thanks to Hazem El Magic.
Oh, Shifty Sherwin, he's come alive. I'll tell you what, they overread it that time, the Roosters. He tried to turn the ball back inside to Sonny Bill Williams. Got a couple involved in it. Sherwin runs across field dummy. A couple of players went in to take Sonny Bill. Then the ball back on the inside. And again, they show tremendous strength. This time it's Hazem El Masri. 2 defenders there. I thought he blew it. He didn't get down low. I'll tell you what he did. He went straight over the top of them. The cross coming now. Trying to make the tackle. Minicello. He dives over. Puts the football down. The Doggies are in front.
Oh, poorly read in defence by Ryan Cross. He threw 3 dummies, Shifty Sherwin. He had them running backwards, sideways, inside out, inside ball back. Now Ryan Cross had a really good shot, and so did Minicello, but Hazem El Magic just got over the top of them and planted the ball down. Great try. A great try by Hazem, and now he'll try and convert it, and the Roosters are officially in strife. If he converts this, they'll be down by 5 with around 25 minutes to go. He was entitled to be taken. Entitled to be taken in the tackle by firstly Ryan Cross and secondly by Minicello, but he forced his way out of the tackle, and it was really poor reading in defence by Ryan Cross on Brent Sherwin. He kept backing away instead of going up to get him. No double movement because the ball was not grounded. The ball was not grounded. A couple of supporters in front of me saying that double movement. The ball must be on the ground for a double movement. The ball was on the bodies of the Roosters players, so it can't be a double movement. Here's the kick from Hasem to make the 3-point lead a 5-point lead. Bulldogs over the Roosters. Five metres in from touch, 21 metres out. This will give them a 5-point lead, and it's very kickable from the man that scored the try. Replay action for the Bortley Wines. Hasn't moved into it now. 21 metres out. 5 in from touch. Right boot strikes it towards the uprights. It's just pushed out to the left-hand side. He's missed it. You wouldn't believe it. 16-13, the score remains. The Bulldogs in front of the Roosters. Replay action for the Bortley Wines. Magoo's on the touchline for Nissan Australia.
The Bulldogs have turned it upside down in a matter of about 6 minutes. Shifty Sherwin got them, he mesmerised them, and now the Roosters in a whole lot of Barney rubble, boy. 18-16.
No, we'll try 16-13, Magoo. You're in more Barney rubble than they are. You can't see the scoreboard. Magoo, you've got to get the glasses. I've told you before, OPSM Monday. You can't read a scoreboard, you maniac. It's 16-13, the Dogs over the Roosters. How are you supposed to work with a bloke who can't see the scoreboard? Can you tell me that, blocker? He can't see the scoreboard. He's a sideline eye.
Well, they're starting
That's part of his name, eye. Means he can see. He can't see. Here's the ball coming back to Mason from the kick-off. We've got a sideline eye who can't see. We could call him the sideline something else. Here's the ball now, back to Mark O'Mealy. They have it now. The tackle is affected, so it's 16-13, the Bulldogs over the Roosters. The pass on the outside now comes back away with Ryan, I think it is, and he's put down on the tackle. They will play the ball back. It is Andrew Ryan. He's been injured. He has been injured and he won't get up, Ryan. 2 or 3 short of halfway. Now he tries to get up. The referee will have a look to see if there's a swinging arm. Oh, yes. Caddick will be in strife. It'll be a penalty to Canterbury. Caddick got him right across the bridge of the nose with a swinging left arm as he stepped him. And Caddick will be called out. Here he is now. I knew it. Caddick comes out. Penalty's not on report, but the penalty, that'll do. And Ricky Stewart shakes his head. Ryan knew he'd been hit high and got the penalty. 16-13, the Bulldogs over the Roosters. They find touch 38 metres away from the Roosters line. Corey Hughes, Sherwood inside ball to Mason. He comes at Crocker and accommodated, and he'll play the ball back now. The acting half is there. He plays it back. It comes on the outside to O'Mealy inside the 30. They are falling apart at the seams defensively at the moment, the Roosters. 22 metres out. The ball comes from Corey Hughes on the outside to Patton. Then the ball back to Braithen Astor. He's taken by Morley. He'll play the ball back. Fitzgibbon over the top. 12 metres away from the goal line. The acting half again, Corey Hughes. On the outside, it comes to Sherwin. Delays the pass to Willie. He's over the top of them. He's still going. Oh, clinging to one leg there was little Brett Finch. It was a great tackle. Plays it back again. Comes from Patton. On the outside, Sherwin to Thurston, but great defence from Fitzgibbon on the 5th tackle. 8 out from his own line. From acting half, Corey Hughes kicks. He kicked it into the legs, and it's a changeover. He went to kick it, then lost the ball. Changeover. Back it comes now to the Roosters. 5 out from their own line. And the number 14's about to come onto the field, Chad Robinson, as now Chris Flannery is picked up and thrown back on the tackle by Sonny Bill Williams. He's made it his own personal vendetta to go after him and do it legally. And now Sonny Bill comes up with a couple of head slams on Craig Fitzgibbon. They taste the victory here. 16-13 the score. And is in front the Bulldogs over the Roosters as Fittler goes from acting half. The ball comes back blindside to Haggerty. Little gap there. And he had the ball knocked out of his hand by Sonny Bill Williams and picked up by Hazem Magic. He goes across field. Got a forward pass on the outside to Braithen Astor. They've all missed it. Oh dear. It should have been called back. 35 metres out from the Roosters goal line. Next tackle will be the first. Hasem runs into the defence and put down. Oh, good play to get the play back there, but there was a forward pass from Hasem to Braith and they missed it. 24 metres away from the Roosters goal line. Corey Hughes inside ball to Sonny Bill Williams. Now there's some arm grabbing happening and he's put down on the tackle. And Adrian Morley was one of the offenders there on Sonny Bill. From acting half, they're going to go Hasem straight between them. He's put down 12 out from the goal line. 16-13 to the Dogs now. They'll play the ball back with 23 to go. The ball on the outside. Sherwin to Thurston. Got the ball away. Oh, there's a try-saving tackle by Finch again. And this time on Willie Mason. Little man on big man. Ryan sends the ball across field. Turned it back on the inside to Hasem. He threw a dummy. Still going Hasem. They hang off him and now they put him down on the 5th tackle. 9 away from the goal line. line. They haven't surrendered yet, the Roosters. They trail by 3. They go blindside. Ryan with a little kick. It's on the ground and picked up by Finch. And they come up with the ball again. They've thwarted the Bulldogs yet again. And from acting half, they'll go through Walker. He comes up to the 20 and put down by Sonny Bill. And Corey Hughes, 15 out from his own line. The score is 16-13 to the Bulldogs here with 22 to go exactly. The ball back to Chad Robinson. He's put down on the tackle. 24 out from his own line. The acting half is there. Minicello out wide to Fittler. He palms it away to wing. He drifts across field, but he's taken ball and all. Wasn't held. He gets up and goes again. The referee screamed in the background to play on, and Sherwood made the second tackle. Now the ball comes to Hegarty. He comes to O'Mealy. He broke clear of him. He got the ball back to wing. Wing through the dummy, not fallen for. 5 short of halfway, 5th tackle. As Hegarty goes to acting half, Harris made the tackle. Back to Fittler. He's going to kick the ball way downfield. It's away from Utai, and it's also away from the fullback, and it's a magnificent kick, but the chase isn't as good as I thought it should have been, and Utai's allowed to come back into the field to play and gets 12 metres out from his own line, centre field.
Well, the last couple of times they've been on the line, they've had the Roosters on the rack, have come away with 2 poor kicks. Now they're going on the outside. Another great tackle from Fittler, trying to lift his team.
I think it might have been Walker on that far side who made the tackle on Thurston, yes, and now they'll come back the other side. And back through centre field they go, almost breaking the tackle, and they'll play the ball 15 short of halfway as Ryan got the ball to Willie. Willie goes at the defence and back slam now. 3 metres short of halfway, he gets up and plays the ball back. He's a metre or 2 by the time he gets up, he's so big. The ball comes on the outside now to Braithen Astor, who's hit by Crocker as he kicked the ball, and he stays on his deck, on the deck here, Braithen Astor, but I don't think there's anything untoward in that one. The referee will allow play to continue as it comes to Hegarty, but he's ringed around by defenders and put down 10 out from his own line. 16-13 the Dogs over the Roosters. 20 gone second half and 20 remain in the game as Minicello comes at the defence. Oh, don't go to the touch line, he'll get put into touch. He comes back on the inside and put down. 25 out from his own line by Ben Harrison, Hazamel Magic. He plays the ball back to Ryan Cross. He comes in centre field now. He's held by the defence of Corey Hughes. He'll play the ball back now. 31 out from his own line, wing. He'll send the ball to Fittler. Fittler goes across field. The ball to Finch. Inside ball back away. Came to Kalis as he fell. He got the ball back to Fittler. Fittler runs at them now. Tried a big step. He bounced away from the first line. Still going Fittler. Dropped down on the 4th tackle. 5 short of halfway, trying to spark them. Now the ball back to wing. He kicks it hurriedly away from the fullback, the general. He tried to trap it with his foot and missed it. I think he did anyway. It went back into the in-goal area. Brings it back into the field of play now. He comes across field and tries to get away from the defence, but he's dragged down on the tackle and will be asked to play it by Peter Cusack, who's back into the fray. From acting half they go. Robinson and Cusack combined to bring the Canterbury side down, and the Canterbury crowd want a penalty. They lead by 16-13 with 19 to go. The ball on the outside of Thurston. They swing it through Tonga. He got through the tackle of Walker. He's down the touchline, back on the inside of Walker, coming onside, and he dived on the ball. He saved the day.
He didn't need to try and force the football. He did all the hard work. Tonga got on the outside. He got on the outside of Walker again, then tried to throw the football, a miracle ball, back on the inside. Walker cleans up.
Where was Hodges? Here's the ball, 30 away from the goal line of Canterbury now, as Hodges is going to go from acting half into the defence. He's held on the tackle of Mark O'Mealy. He gets up and plays at the wing. Wing's going to dash from acting half, inside the 20, looks for a straight runner, lost the ball. Picked up by Corey Hughes, who's in turn put down. 22 out from his own line. The Dogs in front, 16-13, 18.5 to go.
Braithen Astor it is who makes the tackle there. A dangerous one there that time for the Bulldogs. It was Craig Wing who got out of dummy half, tried to pass the ball on the outside, knocked down by Astor. They clean up well, the Dogs, on the 3rd tackle.
The one thing they needed there, the Roosters, was a bit of possession, as now Luke Patton runs from acting half and put down by Crocker. 32 out from his own line, 2nd tackle. The ball to Sherwin, away on the outside of Ryan. Ryan's held on the tackle, 3rd tackle, 2 short of halfway as Cusack got there with Crocker. Now they'll send the ball back to Big Willie, having a whale of a game. Over halfway, and he's put down on the tackle. 41 out from the goal line. Willie Mason will play the ball back now for the Bulldogs. They lead 16-13 with 18 to go. Little kick over the top by Sherwin on the 4th tackle. Going back for it, Minicello. He's right on the goal line, but in the field of play, fell over. Gets up, goes again, and coming at him, Tonga and Sherwin. They drag him back into the in-goal area. It's a goal line dropout. Oh, that's magnificent Canterbury Bankstown defence. Unbelievable. Minicello had the ball covered, but the slippery conditions made it difficult for him to hold his feet, and 3 defenders got through there, Sherwin among 2 others, and as a result it's a goal line dropout and 6 more tackles away of Canterbury Bankstown. What about this? I think it was Utai who got there first. He was on the deck, Sherwin, Utai, and assisting was Thurston, mainly Sherwin and Utai. They forced him back into the in-goal area, and a goal line dropout from Fittler. 16-13, the Dogs over the Roosters with 17 minutes 37 to go, and there's the big dropout from Freddie. It goes on the fly, 56 metres taken by Thurston, who gives it to Willie, who winds up and goes at them now, and they launch themselves at him, Crocker, like an Exocet missile. He went through the air and he's done his shouldering, Crocker. His arm straight down by his side after the tackle. He tried to get back into the defensive line now, and now they play the ball back. It comes to Perry, who's on there. O'Mealy, somehow Crocker got there. The ball goes to Thurston. Second phase play. Thurston pirouettes around and put down on the tackle of Chad Robinson, but they're only 12 metres out. This could be the grand final. They'll play it back to Perry. Away on the outside it goes to Sherwin. Then the ball to Patton. Inside ball to Braithen Astor. He broke clear of the tackle. He's put down on the tackle now of Kalis. He's only 2 out from the goal line on the 4th tackle. Danger, danger, danger here for the Roosters. They'll play it back to Perry. Oh, Sherwin ran up out of the line. Short ball to Willie Mason. He's almost over. Can he get it down? He's held up in goal, I think. The referee has a look now. Held up in goal it is. Held up in goal, so we'll come back and play the ball 10 metres out from the place that he went over. The referee says, we'll bring you back to play it back, and that's exactly what decision he makes now. 16-13 to the Dogs.
Oh, that could be the big turning point of the game. Willie Mason being held up over the line. Great scramble offence from the Roosters. I thought the pass might have been forward there from Brett Sherwood to Willie Mason. I think it might be the 4th tackle. I'm not quite sure. They play the ball about 10 out.
I think he said 4th tackle. Here's the ball now. Comes up. No, he must have said last tackle because they put the kick up almost immediately. Coming down for it. They've lost the ball. It's on the ground. It goes back away. They have it. It will be a changeover, and the ball will come back now. The Roosters, so a let off for them. They still trail by 3 with 16 to go. Dogs over the Roosters, 16-13, and they'll play the ball through Shannon Haggerty. 8 out from their own goal line as wing. Finds the ball on the outside of Kalis. He comes outside the 10. 3 defenders there to bring him down. Asatasi's back into the fray. They'll play it just inside the 20. They need a touch of brilliance from someone. The ball comes back away to Cusack. He tried to break the tackle. Cusack, he's put down. 22 out from his own line. Plays it now. Wing. Cut out pass on the outside of Fittler. Fittler runs at the line, but they've contained him well. 31 out from his own line. Plays it back again. Comes back now to Finch. He's looking for a 40-20. It's a pretty good looking kick. Oh, is it? Is it out in the full? Oh, millimetres in it. They bring it way back to the 30. It just deviated the last little bit. It bounced millimetres over the touchline, and so the ball will come back now. I think it was on the 4th tackle, so it should be a scrum to pack down, and it will be a Canterbury loose and feed, 31 metres out. Let me have one more look at it.
That's a bad call. That ball landed in the field of play.
Oh, the touch judge has got it wrong. The touch judge has got it wrong. Let me have a look at the replay now. The ball comes down. Oh, I'm not prepared to say that. I think it picked up a bit of chalk on the way through. I'm not prepared to crucify him on the balance of that. Yeah, I think he got it right. Here's the ball now, coming back to Thurston. I think the touch judge got it right on the replay, and we had a look at that for OPSM. He doesn't need glasses at the moment.
I do.
The ball comes back to Harris. It just touched the chalk, and that means it's out in the full. 21 metres away from the goal line, or the lime, I should say. The ball on the outside to Sherwin. They lead 16-13 to Asatasi. He's put down on the tackle and driven back by 3 defenders. 20 metres out, they've been pouring on the pressure. 15 to go in the game. 16-13 to the Dogs for Harvey Norman. Now the ball comes to Patton, to Sherwin. Oh, knocked on out wide. They put the ball down. Andrew Ryan bent down to pick up an ordinary pass and knocked it on. A let off for the Roosters, and a scrum will pack down. Roosters loose. Roosters feed. 8 out from their own line and 20 in from the eastern touchline. It really was a difficult pass for Ryan to take it full stretch, and he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it certainly was. They just tried to go down the right side of the defence again of the Roosters. How many chances do the Bulldogs want? First they clean Minicello up in the in-goal area, then the kick out in the full. The Roosters survived again.
Don't forget there was a tackle on Willie Mason in the in-goal area that probably saved the day, and that was on the last tackle. One more to go, he'd said. Here's Hodges playing it back to wing. Out wide they go to Fitzgibbon. He tries to take them on the outside, but he's put down on the tackle inside the 30. He'll play the ball back now. The defence from Braithen Astor equal to the task. The acting half cross is going to come blindside. There's a little gap there. He exploits it. He's over the 40 before he came to Thurston and put down. That should be a penalty. Yes, it will be. Dumb play by Thurston. The tackle had been accommodated by Adam Perry, but Thurston came over the top, and a penalty goes the way of the Roosters, and they'll get way downfield. They're 5 short of halfway. halfway, and now they find touch 31 metres away from this Canterbury goal line. 82,127 the official attendance, 82,127 as Finch sent the ball back to Cusack. He broke one, he's still going, broke two, and eventually taken in the tackle now by Rennie Matua. He'll play the ball back for the Roosters. Canterbury defending. Wing's going to go from acting half. The ball to Finch, away on the outside to Fittler. He tried to unload it around the corner. He got it back away to Chad Robinson. He's inside the 20. The cover's there. He threw it out the back, picked up by Walker, and Walker's put down. 11 out from the goal line now. He'll play the ball back. Tonga made the tackle. The acting half is there, Flannery. The ball came back away to Finch. Delays the ball back away to Wing. Wing's had the ball knocked down. Play on, 6 to go. Picked up, no, not 6 to go. Picked up by Minicello. He broke clear of them. He's still going, Minicello. He came back in field. He still goes, and he's brought down. That should have been 6 to go, but he said no. Fourth tackle, is it? They play the ball back. It's on the outside of Finch. They delay the pass. They've got an overlap. Fittler out wide to Hodges. He got it quickly to Walker. He's down the touchline. He came back inside Walker. He circles around. He's still going. He's dropped out a metre short of the goal line on the fourth tackle. How did he not score there? They send the ball back away to Finch. Finch, little kick in behind, and the ball's there, palmed over the dead ball line by Hazamel Magic, who'd left the wing. A goal line dropout. Don't touch the sets. Don't touch the dials. Don't you dare go anywhere.
Oh, that was brilliant play there. They're not dead and buried yet, the Roosters. Walker back in field. That's where they have a lot of luck. Right in the middle of the ground, the last tackle. Just a beautiful kick in between the legs from Finch there, and cleaned up by El Masri. The line dropout. They're in all sorts. They've had so many chances to put them away in this second half, the Doggies, but the Roosters just hanging on.
16-13, the Bulldogs over the Roosters. 12 to go as the referee signalled time off, and Braithen Astor waiting to kick the ball. He'll try and send it to halfway on the fly. Here it is. The right boot strikes it. It's a good-looking kick. It goes to halfway. Taken by Minicello. He gives it back away to Jason Kalis, who winds up, and he'll bring it back into the 30. Outside the 30, he's taken in the first tackle by Rennie Matua and put down. He'll play the ball back. 31 out. Wing will come blindside. Turns it back on the inside of Fitzgibbon. Up towards the 20. He accelerates into a gap and close. They're 21 metres out. Here's a wonderful opportunity to go back in front by one. They trail by 3. Fittler turns the ball back away to Wing. Wing tried to get away from the defence. He bounced away from one, but he's 19 out. But he's put down third tackle by Adam Perry. He'll play the ball back to Cusack, the world's biggest acting half. The ball goes to Finch. Turned it back on the inside to Kalis. Kalis popped it out the back. It's on the ground. Picked up by Cusack from the standing start. Cusack's taken by Willie Mason. Fourth tackle. 10 metres out. Kalis is down and out in back play. They play the ball back now. Wing away on the outside to Finch. Shows it. Got the pass away, but it's knocked on by Flannery. Knocked on, and the ball is on the ground and dived on by Canterbury. And they have the ball as Chad Robinson tries to drag him back into the in-goal area. But now they play the ball, and Robinson makes the tackle. That'll be the first. So an opportunity goes begging for the Roosters. 10 minutes 49 to go. The Bulldogs in front by 16-13 in a really top-class game of rugby league. And Sonny Bill Williams is back into the fray as now the ball comes to Roy Asatasi, and he's put down the tackle. 28 out from his own line. A touch of brilliance from either side to win the game, and maybe this young man can do it. Sonny Bill's taken in the tackle. 31 out from his own line, centre field. 3 defenders there. Chad Robinson, one of them. The ball comes away on the outside to Ben Harris. He runs at the defence of Fittler and taken. Fifth tackle, 9 short of halfway. They'll look for a long 40-20 here. The ball comes to Rennie Matua. Now he's outside the 40 when he kicks at Sherwin down to Walker. Oh, he's knocked it on! Walker's knocked it on! My goodness gracious me, that could be the turning point.
Well, now you should get the hook. He hasn't looked comfortable all night, Walker. Let in a couple of tries. He got away with one that went back. This time, he's knocked it on. That turning point. Oh, how many chances do the Doggies need to put them away, the Roosters? Walker loses the football forward.
Oh dear. It was a sitter. You should be catching it with a prawn net. Down on the touchline, Tony Megahey for Nissan Australia.
We've said it before, but Walker and Hodges have let them down, just too inconsistent. The Bulldogs are up the other end. It's an eternity now for the Roosters down the other end with just 9 minutes on the clock.
9:38 to be precise, and here's their chance to put their seal on the game. The Bulldogs from 15 out. It's a big push. It's against the head and feed. They won it against the head and feed. The Roosters have done the impossible.
I haven't seen that since 1967. That was a great shove there from the Roosters. A set plan there. It was all or nothing. They've pushed the bigger pack off the football.
Here's Haggerty from acting half. Can this inspire them? He runs at the defence, and he's brought down 11 short of halfway. And the man that has the biggest sigh of relief is Chris Walker. As Minicello. Minnie goes up towards halfway and put down on the tackle of Jonathan Thurston. Now Ryan Cross goes for a dash. He went between defenders on the fifth tackle, 39 metres out. Here they go. They can put the pressure on themselves. There's 8:58 to go, and they're going to run it on the last tackle. Dear, oh dear. It comes back away now to Hodges. Left foot kick over the top. Hodges is steaming through. The ball's there. Offside. Oh, there's a player pulled out of it. Hodges, the pot plant. The pot plant has pushed the Canterbury player, Magoo. You're the only man licensed to say this. What do you say on the touchline for Nissan Australia?
What we've said all along. The angriest man in the comp. Plenty of ability. He'll never realise it. What a pot plant. He's brought him undone yet again.
A penalty goes to Canterbury because I think it was Rennie Matua who looked to have the ball covered. He looked like he fell over. Then I looked at the replay. He didn't fall over at all. He got pushed in the middle of the back by the man who will take the Pot Plant of the Year award, Justin Hodges. Now they're 40 metres out from the Roosters line. Canterbury leading 16-13 and time's running out. 8 to go as O'Mealy's driven back on the tackle. They had an opportunity there, the Roosters, and it's been thwarted. From acting half, Sherwin goes blindside to Ryan. He's at the defence and accommodated. They'll play the ball back 35 away from the goal line. Adam Perry at acting half. The ball to Thurston. Thurston runs at the defence, inside ball to Sonny Bill. He flopped it out the back to Sherwin, then to O'Mealy. He comes through centre field, but he's driven back in good defence now. 41 away from the goal line. Morley there to meet him and greet him. From acting half, Thurston to Sonny Bill. He's taken by Fitzgibbon and Morley. Fourth tackle, 30 metres out from the goal line of the Roosters. From acting half, the General Patton. Away to Braithen Astor, to Rennie Matua. Crashed to the ground, Fitzgibbon over the top. Ryan Cross around the legs. 12 metres out from the goal line. The ball comes back to Braithen Astor. He'll bring rain. He's kicked it out to Chris Walker, but it's too big. Changeover. Back it comes for a changeover where he kicked the ball 20 metres out from the Roosters line. They keep inviting the Roosters back into the game. Stephen Blocker, Roach.
Well, with the amount of football that they've had, they really should have put this game to rest, the Bulldogs. They haven't been able to. They're still in it, the Roosters. Can they find something? Dig deep. Will it be Brad Fittler or one of their speed men on the outside?
Well, Walker, he needs to do something to make up for some of the rather stupid things he's done, and so does that pot plant Hodges. They'll play at 31 out from his own line. Wing from acting half forward pass to Flannery. He breaks away. The man with the ruptured testicle takes on the fullback. He comes to the 30 and he's put down. 28 out from the goal line. Can it be the brilliance of Chris Flannery? They'll play it back to Minicello. It comes on the outside to Finch. Inside ball back away and put down on the tackle now. 15 away from the goal line. They'll play it back. 6.5 to go. 16-13 to Canterbury. Wing turns it back on the inside of Flannery again. He goes between them. He's 5 out. 5th tackle. Wing goes to acting half now. He sends the ball on the outside of Finch. Finch lines it up. Comes back to Fittler. Fittler, a kick over the top now. It's too big, is it? They go high. Hodges is there, but it's taken in goal by Matt Utai. And back for a goal line dropout because he carried the ball dead while he was still in mid-air. So there you go. A goal line dropout. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear, a goal line dropout. He hasn't taken it cleanly. He palmed it back, and by the time he got back to the ball, he was over the dead ball line. That's the ruling. Here it is now. He palmed it back, and then he got back to it, and his foot was over the dead ball line. That's what he's saying. His foot was over the dead ball line. They're having a look at this. It's a contentious one. Hang on a sec. His foot wasn't over the dead ball line. But he's saying he didn't take it cleanly. And here's the dropout from Braithen Astor. Now it goes back. Oh, get a prawn, that Walker. He gave it away on the outside now, and they bring the ball back to Tupou. Well, it was his brilliance that put them, of course, in front in the first half. We've now got 5:21 to go, 3 points the difference. It's Canterbury in front as the ball goes to Finch. Inside ball back away to Minicello. A try puts them in front by 1. They'll play at 24 metres out. Such drama. The ball comes back to Wing. He went straight between them. He's still going. He's felled 8 metres out by the General Patton. He'll play to Minicello. He'll run from acting half. He's had the ball knocked down in a one-on-one tackle, and Astor came up with it, and Sonny Bill Williams has saved the day. Unbelievable work by Sonny Bill.
100% right there. It was a scoot again, a quick play the ball, but Sonny Bill Williams got the hand there. They were lucky they dived on the football. The Bulldogs on the back foot. Now work the ball up over their 20-metre line.
They've lost the ball. They've lost the ball. Tonga's put it down. They've invited them back into it again. So now the scrum will pack down 30 metres out. It will be a Roosters loose and feed. The scrum packs down, and Hodges is carrying on again like a pork chop, giving it to Willie Tonga. And a one-on-one tackle by Flannery. Now the Roosters are there packing the scrum, so the referee signals time off. And there's 4 minutes 24 to go. An unbelievable finish to a wonderful rugby league season. 3 points the difference. The Dogs in front 16-13 as it comes to Hodges. He's felled on the tackle now, and he lost the ball. He lost the ball, did he? No. The Canterbury players say he did. Back to Fittler. He got the ball on the outside. Inside ball to Minicello. He's chased across field. Still going. Minicello broke away. Inside the 20. He's held on a tackle now, Minicello. Unloaded out the back to Finch. He calls them on the inside and they lost the ball. They have put the ball down through Tupou and back it came to Canterbury. And there's still 3:55 to go. The Bulldogs in front 16-13 and having the ball inside the 20. What a grand final.
Yeah, this has been a magnificent game of football. I can't believe that they're still in it, the Roosters, trying to force the ball back again on the inside through Finch. And Tupou puts the football down. The Doggies look like they're going to hang on.
Well, long way to go, Stephen. Here's Finch from acting half up to the 40. They'll get a kick on. They'll have at least 2 or 3 more sets of 6 here, the Roosters, to do something brilliant. The ball to Sonny Bill Williams. He can put the issue beyond doubt by racing 55 minutes to score 5th tackle. They'll play it back. Perry to O'Mealy. He runs at the defence now, held on the tackle. 5th tackle, 41 metres out. What do they do here? Perry to acting half. He looks blindside. They're going to try and kick the ball into touch, I would think. That's exactly what they're going to do, and it's going to find touch. Oh, did it touch the corner post? I don't think so. So as a result, the scrum to pack down 10 metres out. They've got 90 metres to cart the ball and 2 minutes 57 to do it. 16-13, the Bulldogs lead the Roosters in a great grand final here at the Telstra Stadium. 1 try in it. If they score a try, they lead by 17-16. They pack the scrum and the referee signals time off. 2:51 to go. Stephen Price in his jumper on the touchline. He hasn't been in the game. He goes, of course, to New Zealand next year. Now here's the ball. Picked up. It was by Finch. He thought he knocked it on, but the referee said came off his feet as it comes to Fittler. He tried to pass it, but he's put down by Thurston. 9 out from his own line. Hodges will run from acting half. At the defence, great tackle again. Brought him down. He'll play it quickly. From acting half, Chris Flannery's going to go. Outside the 20, but they're equal to the task. 2.5 to go now, and 78 metres to cart it. The ball will move with the Roosters. They trail 16-13. Finch at the line. He takes them on. He's put down. 4th tackle, dominant tackle, gets up and plays it quickly. Wing from acting half, he goes across field now. In between them, he's almost through, but Thurston on the 5th tackle brought him down. At acting half is Walker. He sent the ball back the other way. Fittler, they've thrown the ball back away and surrendered possession on the last tackle. Straight back to Canterbury. Blocker, there's 2 to go. Barring a miracle, it's going to be a Bulldogs premiership in 2004.
Yeah, they tried to do something different that time. The Roosters run the ball on the last tackle. Fittler, who got the football, tried to turn it back on the inside to Morley. A great tackle from Perry. I can't believe the scoreline's so close. They've really put them to the sword in the second half. The Bulldogs haven't been able to put them away, but it looks like they will hang on.
Here's the ball on the change over Mark O'Mealy. He's put down on the tackle by Morley. He'll play it back. 1:44 to go. They've just got to hang it up for centre 6, then get a kick in and they're home. They lead by 16-13. The Bulldogs over the Roosters. 32 metres away from the Roosters goal line. Braithen Astor plays it back to Sherwin. Then it comes on the outside. Morley with a high tackle on Sonny Bill. He's put down on the tackle. 31 metres out. 1:25 to go in the game. The Dogs in front 16-13 as Stephen Price's face appears on the giant screen. Back it comes to the lock forward, Tony Grimaldi. He's put down 24 metres out from the Roosters line. The ball comes away on the outside now to Jonathan Thurston. He goes across field. He showed it on the inside, taken by Finch, who's been a colossal player all night here for these Roosters. There's only 1 minute and 2 seconds to go. They have the ball. They lose it backwards. It's picked up by the pocket rocket Utai. Under a high tackle and another one still going. Changeover. Here they are. Last throw of the dice. 53 seconds to go and the Roosters have it inside their own 20. They need some brilliance from someone. The ball goes to Minicello. He goes across field. He's taken by Grimaldi. 43 seconds to go and 80 metres to carry the football. They trail 16-13. The Dogs over the Roosters. Fittler, little kick in behind them. The ball's taken by Cross. He bounced away from the defence. He's down the touchline. 31 seconds to go. He'll play it quickly to Hegarty. He's got them going backwards. Hegarty looks for a straight runner. At the defence, he's dropped down. 24 seconds to go. They'll get one more crack at it now. Fittler, the ball comes back to wing. Away on the outside to Finch. Finch gets it out wide. It went straight to Crocker. He lost the ball forward. That's the ball game. Crocker was ankle tapped from behind. Canterbury come up with it with 9 seconds to go. They have the ball 12 out. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full-time Canterbury, the premiers for 2004. They've beaten the Roosters in a dramatic game of rugby league by 16 points to 13 at Telstra Stadium. Oh, Stephen Blocker Roach, what a game of rugby league we've witnessed here tonight.
Yeah, this is a magnificent game of football. I know the Roosters are lost. They can be proud of their performance, but the Doggies, they come out in the second half. They turned up the heat. They got the first try of the second half, and they put them to the sword. They hung on well, but the Roosters, in the end, Crocker couldn't handle the football. And what a fitting result. The Bulldogs, 16 points to 13. I would say that they've been deserved winners.